How many of you wake up for school not feeling fully rested? How many of you know someone who's always tired at school? How many of you are too tired to think straight at school? It is not a secret that kids and teens in school these days always seem to be low on rest and sleep. Early school start hours are causing students to be sleep deprived. The students of today's generation are not getting enough sleep, and as time goes on, it is becoming a concerning problem. Kids and teens have been getting less sleep, and the early school start times are not helping this issue. Sleep deprivation is becoming a huge problem. Kids and teens are waking up much too early for school, and it is seriously affecting their health. Not only does sleep deprivation affect health, it can affect grades as well. It is impossible for the brain to work to its best ability when it is tired. Check out this TED Talk I found that supports my claim.
Sleep deprivation among American teenagers is an epidemic. Only about 1 in 10 gets the 8 to 10 hours of sleep per night recommended by sleep scientists and pediatricians. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, phew, we're doing good, my kid's getting 8 hours. Remember, 8 hours is the minimum recommendation. You're barely passing. 8 hours is kind of like getting a C on your report card. There are many factors contributing to this epidemic, but a major factor preventing teens from getting the sleep they need is actually a matter of public policy, not hormones, social lives, or Snapchat. Across the country, many schools are starting around 7:30 a.m. or earlier, despite the fact that major medical organizations recommend that middle and high schools start no earlier than 8:30 a.m.
Not only does lack of sleep affect grades and health, but focus is also affected. Daily activities can become more difficult without a sufficient amount of sleep. Parents and students should work together to make a nightly routine to make it easier to go to sleep at a reasonable time. Here's my PSA I made that supports this idea. The best solution to fix this issue is to push back all school start times about an hour. This will allow students to get more sleep. If this happens, grades and health will improve. Starting school later can be hard to get used to at first, but it will be beneficial in the long run. Here's a news broadcast I found that supports this.
Advisory panel suggests middle and high schools start their day no earlier than 8:30 a.m. It's estimated only 15% of high schools start at 8:30 a.m. or later. 40% start earlier than 8 a.m.
My final thought is school start times need to be pushed back. Kids and teens will become healthier mentally and physically if they are better rested. Attitudes will become improved as well. If start times are pushed back, grades and health will increase tremendously. Overall, school will become easier and more enjoyable.